Hey everybody, Coin Cove Finds here. Today I'm going to be finding some treasure in a big bag of pennies. We've got $50 in pennies here. It's a little bit different than what I normally do. I purchased this from my good friend CS Coins. He is an awesome YouTuber. If you haven't checked out his channel, definitely recommend going and seeing him. He was able to give me this bag of pennies. He said he didn't have time to go through it, so I ended up going and picking it up from him. We're going to be going through this today to see what we can find. Hopefully some wheat cents. We're going to be looking for these in our albums, which I'll show you in a second. But if you're not familiar, we do have this new coin mat for my videos where we go through all different kinds of denomination of coins. On the mat, you can see what we're looking for in here. We're looking for wheat cents, Indian heads. Obviously, anything older like a flying eagle would be incredible. We've only found one of those. A Canadian penny before 1953 would be a King George penny. Steel cents, of course, and then any errors, proofs, or varieties. So we're going to be looking for those. I'll show you our books real quick that we're trying to fill up. We're trying to find dates for those for our collection. Let's see those real quick, and we'll get into these pennies. So a quick recap here. Our wheat cent dates actually start at 1909, and they end at 1958. You can see this is the second part of the book, which is the more common dates, the later dates. You can see we've got almost everything. We're missing a couple normal dates here, like that 41D. I'm really surprised we haven't found that yet. A 43 Denver steel cent is the only one we haven't found yet. And we're also looking for that 1951S still. But other than that, we have all the common dates in the 40s range. And then in our older book, we have a lot more dates we're looking for still. Tons of wheat cents we still have not found here. It starts, like I said, at 1909. We did find a 1909 Philadelphia up there. And we're still looking for a ton of these dates in here that go all the way up to 1939, which is the latest date we still need to find in this book. So we're going to be getting to this bag. Let's hope we can get some awesome stuff. I'll get back to you when we have our first find. So guys, I got this bag open. You can see there are just a lot of pennies in here. So the way I'm going to approach this is I'm basically just going to pull out chunks of pennies here, I guess piles at a time, go through them and see if we can find any wheat cents in here. Hopefully we'll get our first wheat cent soon, and it's not a dud bag. He got this, I think, at a credit union, so I'm not familiar with going through bags like this, so it's going to be something new for me as well as probably you guys as well. So, like I said, I'll get started. We'll see what we can find. Well, guys, it didn't take long. I just poured out a chunk of pennies right here, and I see a couple wheat cents already. I saw this one, and this one all at once. They kind of just came spilling out. This one could be old right here. This would be our first one of the box, and it's a 1919. I know we have this date already. It's actually a pretty common date, believe it or not, for being this old. It's over a 100-year-old wheat cent right here. We do have this date already, but that's a really good sign, guys. A 1919. We've got a wheat cent right here, it looks like. Oh, this one is going to be a 1945. And I'm just going to set these off to the side here, kind of in our coin circles that we've got here. Oh, guys, we got a couple wheat cents here, more than a couple. 1944. This one's got some weird tape or something on the back of it. Just going to have to start setting all these to the side for now, and I'll organize them. Is this one? Yes, it is. A 1956 Denver. Guys, I don't know if we have some type of like collection dump, but I saw a bunch of wheat cents come out all at once. 1944. Got to check this little pile and see. Yeah, that's one right there. A 1945. That is a lot of wheat cents for our first pull. This is one too, guys. A 1958. I don't even know what to say. They're all coming out at once. Is there any more in this little pile right here? God, I did not, I thought I saw like maybe three, I think I saw 3 wheat backs at first. And that's all I thought I saw. I think maybe we've got another one in here too, kind of just in this little pile. A 1944. Guys, this is not normal for pennies for me. Normally I'll go through a box and get about 10 on average. I've gone through maybe a couple handfuls so far. And this is already turning out to be really good. Go through the rest of this little pile real quick, just in case we have anything else. I don't see anything. Looks like a Canadian. Is this one? Nope, nothing. But wow, guys, that's a great little way to start. I'll pull you in when we find something else. So I just finished putting those coins down here that you just saw, and I was kind of looking in here, and I saw a wheat cent sticking out, so I figured I'd pull you in right here. Let's see what we've got. And this one is a 56 Denver. Very next handful. I believe we have one here. Yep, it's a 1953 Denver. A lot of these are very common dates, guys, but like I said, we're looking for a couple of these. I'm going to go through these dates at the end and see if we have any for our book. I don't think we found any yet that go in the book. We're looking for that 51S and that 40 Denver still. I'll have to look at these again. I don't think we got any of those dates so far, but I'm pulling out smaller piles just in case we get a lot of them again, because there was a lot of them that came out of that first kind of batch at once. So I'll bring you in. Again, our very next little one right here, I saw a date sticking out. It looked like a 1957 Denver. Guys, a very next handful. Look at that. I think we're in for some good stuff here today, guys. That is an Indian head cent. It has been over a year since I found one. What is the date going to be here? I cannot wait to see it. It's in kind of rough shape here on the back, but you see the 1 cent with the wreath. Let's see. And it's a 1901. Wow, guys. That is incredible. It's not worth too much money in this condition. It's a pretty common date. But wow, that is insane to see. I know I saw a couple other wheat cents kind of sticking out over here as well. Imagine if we have more than one of these in here, because we've barely gone through any of this bag at all at this point. A 1901. Incredible. Put that over here to the side, but I'm just going to take a look in this little pile real quick. And yep, there's a wheat cent right there. That's going to be a 57 Denver, kind of crusty looking. Some of these wheat cents have some type of gunk on them for some reason. We'll see if we got anything else in here, but if not, I mean, we're really on a roll, guys, to start this. And there's another one. This one is going to be a 1949 Denver. I'm not seeing anything else, but that is incredible, guys. What a ridiculous start. Let's keep looking. Pulling more of these out, and I just saw another reverse pop out of here. Let's see what date we've got on this one, and it's a 1944 Philly. See if there's anything else in here, but we just continue to pull dates out of here, guys. This one, nope, that's a 1960. I'll bring you in on the next one. Couple handfuls later, guys, I saw this date sticking out. Nothing too rare here, but we've got ourselves a 1957 out of Denver. Well, guys, I didn't pull out another handful, but I just want to get a count here. We've got 15 wheat cents already here, including that Indian head penny. If we don't find anything else in this bag, I would still consider it successful. We have so much left. I think there's going to be a lot of wheat cents in here, considering how many we found already. Let's keep looking. Very next handful is going to give us another one here. We've got ourselves a 1956 Denver. Couple handfuls later, guys, and I think we've got an old one here. It looks like it. We've got an old wheat cent, and it looks like another 1919. Yeah, we've definitely got ourselves some wheat cents in this bag so far. It is awesome to see, including some old ones. I'm hopeful that maybe we can get another Indian. That would be pretty awesome. I don't think I've ever had a hunt where I got multiple Indian pennies. I've had many where I've gotten one, but I've never had any where I've gotten more than one. So that is the hope, obviously, if we can do that. Not seeing anything else in here. That's very obvious, so I'll bring you back in on our next one. Very next handful, and I can't confirm it, but this coin right here just looks like it's going to be an old one. And we definitely have a wheat cent. Let's see what year. And we got a 44 Denver. Next handful again, and we've got two really cool things. We've got another wheat cent first off, and it's a 55. On that 55, you want to look for that double die. If anything, it would be a poor man's double die on something like this. I don't think we have it there. I'll put it to the side, though. You can see a slight indentation on the right side of that second 5. Could maybe be considered a poor man's. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll put that one off to the side. But then what I really saw was this right here. We've got our first King George penny of the hunt. There's been a lot of Canadian pennies in this bag so far, and this is our oldest of the hunt so far. It's a 1950. Nothing rare here with this King George penny, but these are essentially the equivalent of a wheat cent in our terms for U.S. coins. So nice to get one of these. good to see this. Maybe we'll get something even older with the Canadians. That'd be really cool. Let's keep looking. I almost missed it, guys. In the same pile, it looks like it's been cleaned or gone through something, but we've got a 55 Denver here. We're a few hand rolls later, and we've got a wheat cent here. Definitely got the wheat ears there. And we got our another old one, a 1936P. Awesome to see that one. I do believe we have this in our book. I'll check the dates real quick, and I'll get back with you. So we do have this date already, but that is awesome to see. It's another common date wheat cent, but you can see we got teens wheat cents, 30s, 40s, and 50s. All we need is that 20s wheat cent now. That would be pretty awesome. So, let you in when we get something else. We had a slight bit of a dry spell, nothing crazy, but we do have our next wheat cent here. I saw it sticking out. I don't think there's any others in this handful, but let's take a look. We've got ourselves a 1956D. 2 handfuls later, I saw this wheat cent here. We've got ourselves a 40S, guys. A 40S, but not a 40D. It's really funny. We found this 40S a few times, and I still have not found the 40D. It's kind of a joke at this point. But we could potentially have another King George here. It may just look old. Let's see. And we do. It's older than the last one. It's a 1944 King George the 6th penny from Canada. That's great to find. We've got 2 of these now. We'll keep looking and see if we can find anything else. Brought out another handful from this bag. And I do see a wheat cent. Pretty obvious one on the top here. Let's take a look and see what this one's going to be. It's going to be a 1944 Philadelphia. A couple handfuls later, guys, we got another one here. Reverse sticking out. And it's a 1940S. We still need the Denver, but it's a 40S. Awesome to see. Let's keep looking. Not too much further along, I saw this date here. We've got ourselves a 1955 Denver, common date. Not too long after that last one, I saw another one here. Reverse was facing up on this one. Let's see what we've got. And it's a 1944 Denver. Let's keep looking. Well, guys, we're going to get our third one of these for the hunt. We've got ourselves a King George the 6th penny. It's a 1950 here. So we've got our third one of the hunt. Awesome to see. Didn't expect to find so many of these, but you do find 1 or 2 here and there, at least in the area that I'm in, but it's nice to see it. Let's keep looking for these. We'll see what else we find. The very next handful, and I saw this one from the date here. We've got ourselves a 1950 Philadelphia with some crust on the back. We're nearing the end of this bag here. We don't have too much left, but I just pulled out a handful and I saw a reverse here. So we're going to take a look at it and see if we got anything interesting. And it's a 46 Philadelphia. Well, I poured out what was left in the bag into a big pile, and I did see this here sticking out. A wheat cent here. I figured I'd go through the rest of this real quick with you in the loop, and we've got a 1945 Philadelphia. You can see we've gotten a lot of total wheat cents here. A lot of wheat cents in the 50s and 40s. We got that one from 1936. We got 2 from the teens, that Indian head, and those 3 King Georges so far. We'll see if we can find anything in this last second check in this pile. Really, a lot of times when you find wheat cents, they're going to be in a condition that's pretty, run down and, not too good looking. But, sometimes you get lucky and find a beautiful looking one, so you just got to be careful when you're looking through these to make sure not to skip over anything. A lot of times you can tell if it's an older coin. This is probably from the 90s or something. Yeah, it's a 97. You can kind of get an eye for it once you go through them after a while if you haven't done this before. We'll see if there's anything left in here, though. That may have been our only wheat cent in this pile, though. And if that is the case, we'll go to our wrap-up and see if there's anything for our album, see if we got any new dates, which I think so. I'll double-check this. We'll get into our albums and see if we got anything. Well, guys, we did not get any new coins for our albums, unfortunately, but that does not matter too much. We had a great hunt. This bag produced a lot of awesome coins. We got 15 wheat cents from the 1940s and 14 from the 1950s, so that led to 29, and then we got 3 from the 2 from the teens and 1 from the 30s, which led to a total of 32 wheat cents over the hunt, which is a very good number considering a good average of wheat cents in a box would be like 10. And we got basically 2 boxes worth here and got over 30 wheat pennies, which is really nice to see. The oldest of the wheat cents were this 1919 Philadelphia here, and not too bad a shape, but not too rare of a date either. We also got the same date right here, a little bit crustier, slightly off center coin, not too valuable in any way, shape, or form though. But these are nice to see. It's just a nice old penny. You don't see these very often anymore, especially with the penny kind of going away now. People are going to be collecting a lot of this stuff more. You've got a 1936 Philadelphia here, also a common date, but like I said, it's just nice to see any wheat cents from before the 1940s. It doesn't happen too often anymore. We also got 3 of these King George pennies, which aren't too rare, but they did stop making the Canadian penny a while ago now, so I do keep these just to have them in a little jar type of dealy. No reason to get rid of them. It's just a little piece of copper right here, 1944 and 1950, and we got this 1950 as well. So a couple dates there, and then the star of the show. Not great shape. It's not really worth a ton, but I don't care. It's hard to find these nowadays, guys. It is very difficult to find Indian head cents. This is a 1901 common date here, but it is just incredible to see this. You can see it's got a little damage here on the edge of the coin. It's pretty corroded and run down, but I don't care. I'm really happy to find this, guys. It's just fun to find this stuff out there. Pennies are one of those things. You got to do it for the love of the game, in a sense. A lot of people don't go through pennies because there really isn't much money to be made unless you're looking for errors, and even then I would assume it's pretty difficult. But this is just fun to do. It doesn't take you long to go through these pennies once you get an eye for it. So hope you guys enjoyed the hunt. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be uploading more hunts soon and more types of coin videos as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.